In nature's scheme of things, there are certain plants which are carnivorous, or eating plants. The Venus flytrap is one of the best known of these plants. A fly, drawn to the plant by a sweet syrup, brushes against trigger bristles. Just how these plants digest their prey has yet to be explained. There is much still to learn about these fascinating eating plants. This is a newcomer, Triffids celestis, brought to Earth on the meteorites during the Day of the Triffids.
All reports confirm that the world is witnessing an unprecedented shower of meteorites. There is no record of a display such as this in recorded history. At observatories, astronomers are noting this fantastic phenomenon and are carefully calculating the effect on our solar system. The consensus of opinion is that the meteorites burn up from the intense heat before they reach the Earth.
are the same. The show of meteorites continues unabated. This is a thrilling, once-in-a-lifetime spectacle that simply must be seen.
Once-in-a-lifetime spectacle. Free tickets. Take any seat in the house. Here I am.
Here's Dr. Soames to see you, Mr. Mason.
Look, Doctor, why can't I take a look at what's going on outside? You're going to take the bandages off in the morning anyway.
I'm afraid not, Mr. Mason. After an eye operation such as yours, it's best to wait the full 10 days.
Oh.
8 o'clock tomorrow morning, Nurse Jefferson.
Yes, Doctor. 8 o'clock.
Well, have a good night, Mr. Mason.
Thank you. See you in the morning, I hope.
I hope so.
I'll have that cigarette.
Hmm?
Open your mouth, please.
Ah.
Now, this should give you a good night's rest. Lie back, Mr. Mason. I'm going to put your bed down.
Miss Jameson, are you really as pretty as they say you are?
By tomorrow morning, you'll be able to answer that question for yourself.
Tomorrow morning. Do you really think I'll be able to see?
By tomorrow night, you'll be in Southampton, on board your ship, and ready for duty.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
Good night.
Good night.
We interrupt our program to remind you that the spectacular display of meteorites is still turning the night sky into a blazing display of fireworks. All over the world at this moment, astonished...
Look, I can't leave this specimen at the moment. Why don't you go up the tower and have a look? It sounds very spectacular.
Sure it is. Some tobacco company probably found a new way to light up the sky to sell more cigarettes. Where did you hide it this time?
It's in the cupboard. It's always in the same cupboard. I was hoping we could get back to dissecting that stingray this evening.
Here we go again. The subject is Tom Goodwin, brilliant marine biologist. I'm bored with stingrays. I really don't care why a stingray stings.
What do you care about, Tom?
You really want me to tell you?
You know, sooner or later you're going to have to face the fact. Day and night. Drunk or sober. In a lecture room or a lab or a deserted lighthouse off the coast of Cornwall.
The hell with it. Meteors and all, who cares?
I care what happens to us.
Karen, you're a nice girl. Heaven knows how you talked yourself into marrying me.
All right. What do you want us to do?
I don't know what you want to do, but... Well, I want to get away from this island. Look, all this pretense of doing important experiments.
It was your idea, remember? 6 months away from the university, a time to do field
Oh,
work.
let's clear out of here. Look, let me go back where I can buy a bottle of scotch whenever I feel. I cannot wait for a rotten boat to bring me a single bottle every 7 days.
What about the equipment?
Leave it.
What about the fish?
Don't throw them back in the sea.
Fine. We'll leave the island tomorrow. Boat's due in the morning.
We are awaiting word from the Australian establishment. But in all likelihood, the reports will confirm that we are witnessing a most a most beautiful display of meteorites exploding.
9. 9. Miss Jameson? Hello? 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 Miss Jameson? Dr. Soames? Miss Jameson? Can anybody hear me? Dr. Soames.
Bill Mason.
I'm sorry. I just couldn't wait to get those bandages off.
You can see, Mason?
Yes. But I can't believe what I see. What's happened?
Would you please take me to my office? Now try the other eye. You certain the beam's on the pupil?
Yes, sir.
All right. That's enough. Is the blind drawn in here?
Yes, sir.
Would you be kind enough to pull it up?
What is it, Dr. Soames? What's happened?
The optic nerves are gone. The glare of the meteorites last night. You're probably one of the few people left in London who can still see this morning, Mason. I don't envy you. I don't think I'd care to see the things that you're likely to see. In the outer office in my desk, you'll find a black leather kit. Would you be good enough to get it for me?
Of course. No, it's not there. Ah, here it is.
No sign of the boat?
No sign of anything. Should have been here hours ago.
There's nothing on the radio either. I've been trying all morning. I suppose you're losing valuable drinking time. I'm sorry.
Look out. Repeat. The entire population of England appears to be afflicted with blindness as a result of watching the meteorite shower last night. This is the Royal Dockyard at Devonport. A number of naval personnel have escaped blindness. We are trying to set up a rescue center. All those who are still able to see are urged to make their way to the dockyard. Urgent warning. All of England appears to be infested with a strange new plant that can inflict a fatal sting. It is also rumored that this plant can uproot itself and move about. If you are blind, stay indoors. If you can see, keep a constant lookout. We will return to the air with further bulletins. Stay tuned to this wavelength.
Blindness. Men-killing plants. I'm not drunk, am I?
Wish you were.
Then how do we get off this island?
Where would we go?
We are still trying to reach the police. Please remain calm. Do not move about. The only danger is that you will injure yourselves or accidentally start fires. Do not smoke. Do not light matches. Stay clear of all electrical equipment. We are doing everything possible to get help. We will...
Are any trains running?
I don't know. Suddenly it went dark and I can't see. Can you help me, sir? Please, can you help me?
Beg pardon, sir. You help me up.
Excuse me, sir. I couldn't help overhearing.
If you could just help me to a taxi.
If you could just make a telephone call for me to my
I'm
wife,
happy
please.
to pay. Please help us out to my purse.
I'm sorry. There are no taxis. And the phones don't work.
Not me, this little girl here.
Girlie, see, girlie.
Yes.
Come on.
No, let go!
Come on.
Here.
Out of my way. Go away, I tell you. Go away.
Drop that child.
Repeat.
Were you in that train all by yourself?
I was in the luggage van.
What are you doing in there?
I ran away from that stupid boarding school.
Where are your parents?
I haven't any. I'm part of an estate. The bank in London takes care of me.
Well, the banks are closed.
Why is he barking?
I don't know. Come on, we find out. That's done. Come on. Stay here. Come on, let's go down to my ship. Wait here. Let's see if we can find some rocks. Come on.
Susan! Susan!
Un appel de secours. C'est une catastrophe. Les services sont terminés. Nous continuerons notre transmission aussi longue que possible. C'est un appel de secours. C'est une catastrophe. C'est une catastrophe. Tous les services sont terminés. Nous continuerons notre
I wish
transmission.
I could understand French.
I can.
C'est un appel de
What's he saying?
C'est une catastrophe. Tous les services sont terminés.
All services
Notre
stopped.
transmission aussi longue que possible.
Will continue sending as long as he can.
C'est une catastrophe. Tous les services sont terminés.
That's a big help.
Approximately 400 miles east of New York. All officers, crew, and passengers suddenly stricken blind. If you read me, come in, please. SS Midland calling. Mayday, Mayday. If you read me, come in, please. SS Midland calling. Mayday.
Is the captain here?
Yes, what is it?
The passengers have started to panic, sir.
Can't you contact the doctor?
No, sir.
This is the captain speaking. Attention, all passengers. There is no one on board who can help you. We're radioing for a rescue vessel. The only immediate danger is that you may injure yourselves by moving around. Everyone, stay where you are. And if there is anyone who can see, even a child, please, come up on the bridge.
Radio Tokyoです。こちらはラジオ東京です。
ただ町ジャッカジです。皆様はこちら
Paris, ici Paris, tous les gouvernements sont priés à envoyer immédiatement leurs représentants au palais
It's
du Château
Paris.
pour discuter
He says
des
they're
dates.
calling a meeting.
Tous les gouvernements sont
A
priés à
disaster
envoyer
meeting.
immédiatement leurs
At the
représentants au palais
Palais
du
du Chaillot.
C'est le désastre. Ici Paris, aussi
There
long
must
que
be
possible.
others who can see. We could just make contact.
Flight 356 from Cape Town calling. Request tower standby for emergency landing. Please talk us down. Please talk us down. Tower, can you read me? Tower, can you read me? Mayday, Mayday. Tower, please come in. Please talk us down. Please talk us down. There's still no reply, sir.
Keep trying.
Flight 356 from Cape
Fuel's
Town.
just about gone, sir. How much longer? Any moment now, sir.
For emergency landing. Please talk us down. Tower, can you read me? Tower, can you read me? Mayday, Mayday. Tower, please come in.
I've got the passengers quiet again, sir, but it won't last much longer. They want to know what's happening. I've got to tell them something.
Tell them everything's all right and not to worry. Tell them to fasten their safety belts and we're coming in to land.
Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, please fasten your safety belts as we are about to land. I assure you, everything's all right. Thank you.
Fasten your safety belts, please. Fasten your safety belts and no smoking, please.
The belt all right?
The pilot, is he blind too?
Blind?
No, don't be silly. He's perfectly all right.
Blind?
There's no problem. The pilot's blind!
Mayday, Mayday. Tower, please come in.
Where are we going?
We're going to that meeting in Paris, if we can make it.
Tom! Tom, there's one of those plants growing out there.
Where?
It's on the ledge by the cove. How about this? I'm coming with you.
Keep behind me. There's no sense in getting killed by a plant.
I thought you didn't care what happened to you anymore.
I don't. But I picked a much pleasanter way to die.
It was here. I know it was here.
Come on, let's get back inside.
It's all right.
Ici Paris. Bulletin in English. Because of worldwide disruption, it is impossible for delegates to gather. Paris itself, with its millions of helpless inhabitants, has become dangerous. This will be our last broadcast. There is no one here who can see. There is no one left.
There's nothing, Bill. We're lost, aren't we, Bill?
Let me see that map again.
Bill, look. Thank goodness, Mr. Cocker. But you are not Mr. Cocker.
You can see.
You do.
Well, do you live near here?
5 kilometers.
Well, show us the way.
Miss Durant, thank heavens.
Mr. Cocker, this is Mr. Mason and Susan.
Hello.
Oh, you found some more? Miss Cocker, this is Mr. Mason and Susan.
How do you do, Miss Cocker?
They can see. Oh, good. I do hope you'll stay and help us.
How many blind people do you have here?
About 40. But you must be very hungry.
My sister and I were touring France. We collided with Miss Durant's car. Both our cars were ruined. No one was badly hurt. But we were all three under sedation that night.
Thanks to Miss Durant, the chateau became a hospital.
Yes, a tragic irony. The sick stayed well, and the healthy became blind. Your daughter is very sleepy.
Come along, my dear.
Good night, Daddy.
How old is your daughter, Miss Mason?
Susan is not my daughter. We found each other in London, and since then, we've sort of been stuck with each other.
There's nothing to be afraid of. We're all friends here. Bettina, I want you to meet Susan. She's an English girl who's just arrived.
Hello, Susan. Hello.
I brought her to you, Bettina, because she still feels strange here, and you speak English. I'll call by later and tuck you in.
What you can see?
How can you tell?
I'm finding I can tell a good many things. I think it's the way people react when you touch them. Let's see if I can tell anything more about you.
Can you tell how old I am?
You're 13.
I'm only 12.
But you're a very grown-up 12, aren't you?
I think I am.
Curly, blonde hair, right?
Right.
And brown eyes?
That's right.
And you've got a good sense of humor, too. I can tell because you've got the nicest love lines around your mouth. I'll tell you something else, too. We're going to be good friends.
Until things get back to normal, you are welcome to stay here and help us.
In the past few days, I've seen London, Paris, and a lot in between. Things are never going back to normal.
So I've tried to impress on Miss Durant.
I have faith, Mr. Mason.
Faith is fine, Miss Durant, but we'll need a lot more than that if we're going to survive.
Why shouldn't we survive?
Well, in France alone, there's over 50 million people, almost every one of them blind. There's going to be starvation, fire, pestilence. Anyone caught in the middle of it doesn't stand a chance. I think we ought to get out of here and go on to Spain.
How can you know it's any better there?
I don't.
And even so, how could we get all the people there?
We couldn't.
Mr. Mason, you are just running away.
Look, Miss Durant, I've told you what things are like. If you sit here with your eyes closed and let this thing run over you, you're the one who's running away.
Perhaps you'll change your mind. I hope you and Susan will decide to stay and help us. Good night.
Good night.
A warm, generous-hearted woman, but I'm afraid very stubborn.
The lights are on again.
Yes, they've got the electricity going.
Who turned all the lights on?
Oh, what could happen, Mr. Corker? France is back to normal. Maybe I can reach someone on the phone. They have the lights on.
Yes, isn't it wonderful?
Hello? Hello?
Afraid you won't get an answer, Miss Durant.
Why are you so sure I won't get an answer?
I put some fuel in the auxiliary motor for the generator, and as long as it lasts, we'll have light. But there's nothing I can do about the phone.
cortex of the root system.
It's good to see you working again, Tom.
I assure you, it's not for the greater glory of science. I just want us to survive.
We will.
Damn it all, I'm not even a botanist.
Is it a plant or an animal?
Who knows? It doesn't seem to have any central nervous system. No circulation.
Then how does it move?
All plants move. They don't usually pull themselves out of the ground and chase you. We could find out how this thing functions. We might figure out an easier way of killing it.
Look, you must get some sleep.
There's no time.
Just an hour. Then I'll wake you, I promise. Tom, you really must get some sleep. Sleep now. I'll wake you in an hour.
Got out. It came to life and it got out.
They regenerate.
It's like annelids, like worms. Cut them in half and you can't kill them. There's no telling how many of them are out there. Get the hammer and nails.
Bettina, what are you doing out here?
I wanted to talk to you, Mr. Mason.
But you shouldn't be wandering around by yourself.
But I had to talk to you, just for a minute. Is it true you're going to leave us? To go to Spain?
Yes.
But what about the rest of us?
Bettina, the only way I can help is to try to find some real help. And I can't do it by staying here.
Then you're coming back to us?
Yes. If I can.
I hope you do come back.
Come on, I better get you back inside.
Triffid. A what? A Triffid. The original Triffid, the kind I saw in a greenhouse several years ago, was known to have come to Earth in a meteorite. This reappearance must have been caused by the meteorite explosion of the other night.
Why should they attack people?
Most plants thrive on animal waste, but I'm afraid this mutation possesses an appetite for the animal itself. This must be how they propagate.
There are millions of them.
One light wind and they're everywhere.
Susan, where's Mr. Rat?
In there. Bill, wait. There's something I've got to tell you.
Later, Susan. Mr. Rat.
Give me a moment, Mr. Mason. Please sit down.
Now, look, Mr. Rand. Now, whether you like it or not, we're going to have to pack up and leave.
Did you bring some more supplies?
You tell him, Mr. Coker.
Mason's quite right, Mr. Rand. In the next 24 hours, the vicinity will be swarming with Triffids.
But I cannot leave all these people here to die. I grew up with them. They are my friends. Don't you understand?
Listen.
Bill, it's that plane again. It's back. It flew overhead before, Bill. That's what I wanted to tell you.
Come on, Coker.
He's saying something about Toulon, the naval base being a rescue center.
Toulon. Of course, the French base in the Mediterranean near Marseille.
Yes. He's dead.
right? Come on. It's my ankle. I can't go on.
Well, come on, I'll tell you.
No. Corker? Corker?
Susan, what's the matter? What's going on? What is it?
Some men. Convicts, I think. They've taken all the girls in there and made them dance with them. They brought all kinds of food and whiskey.
Well, how many are there?
I don't know, but there's a lot.
And they can see?
Yes,
Where's Miss Durant?
she's in there with them. But, Bill, they said they'd kill anyone who...
Now stay here and lock all the doors. But don't open for anyone but me, hmm? Susan's out in the car.
You are not one of us.
Come on. Susan, open up.
I can't open it!
Susan, you're up there to the side.
The thing I said to you back to the chateau, I had no right to say them.
Well, makes you feel any better. I probably would have said the same thing under the circumstances. Feel guilty, hmm?
Maybe.
You know why?
Why?
Because you survived. Bettina, Coker, and all the rest dead. And you're alive, and you wonder why.
That's exactly right.
I know the feeling. In the war, you get a ship shot up from underneath you. All your friends gone, only a handful left. You ask yourself, why me? Why not someone better?
Where will we go in Spain?
Well, there's a big American naval base in southern Spain, at Cadiz. They're equipped for disaster. They get supplies, they're disciplined.
So where are the French at Toulon?
Negative.
5% nitric acid solution. Negative.
It's not that I expected a miracle. I didn't think we'd find a magic bullet, but nothing, absolutely nothing seems to affect this tissue.
They live, they grow, they take nourishment. They have sensory response, they absorb and expend energy. No matter what they're made of, there must be something that'll interrupt their life cycle.
Well, fundamentally, it's a simple problem, like finding a weed killer. No help out there. There'd be nothing in the air for days.
Can't help thinking about that last radio call from Devonport. The way the place caught fire and blew up like that, it was like listening to the end of the world.
Well, it's not the end of the world. Not quite yet. There's an answer here in front of us. There has to be.
If we're going to find the answer, we'd better find it pretty soon.
What are they doing out?
They're staring in at us like guards outside a condemned cell.
Let's get through this checklist again.
Right.
You're a good horse. You must be tired. I'm going to find you some fresh green grass. Bill,
Hmm?
may I go and look at the fair?
All right, but don't wander off. If we can find something, we're going to eat right away, hmm? Oh, I'm sorry. Did I burn you?
No, it's nothing. Bill, do you think we have a chance?
Once you taste this coffee of mine, you'll know nothing worse can happen.
Your coffee is very good. In fact, you're a handyman in the kitchen.
Been doing for myself for a long time.
You have never been married?
No.
Why?
Guess I've never been in one spot long enough to get caught.
And now you are saddled with a family.
It might have its points.
Suzanne!
Look what I found.
Well, we could use it. We'll take it.
But our horse, we can't leave him.
Well, we leave him in the field somewhere, and he'll have plenty of food. He'll be fine.
No, we can't leave him all alone. I won't go.
Now, Susan, be reasonable. We can't take him with us.
Don't let him, Christine. It isn't fair. It's mean. He doesn't have any right.
But it is not Bill's fault, Susan. He's only doing what's right for all of us. He'll never hurt you, never, if he can help it. You know that.
I know. Are we on the right road for Cadiz?
I think so.
What's the matter, Bill?
I don't know. Come on, we'll find out. Hello, is anybody here?
Please, please, come in. Come in. Oh, God. Teresa? Teresa, ven pronto. Ha llegado gente, pueden ver. Nos ayudarán. I knew it. That's my role. Luis de la Vega.
I'm Bill Mason. This is Susan and Mr. Rand.
But please, Teresa, 3 guests. This is my wife, Teresa.
Welcome. Now we know that we are not the only 2 people left in this part of the world.
I believe that someone will arrive to help us. Why I put up the rope. You see, we are expecting a baby and we need someone who can help. Perhaps the 2 ladies could.
You can't see. Both seem so natural.
My wife has been blind for many years. Now she's teaching me how to get around. But you ladies will stay and help her.
Of course we will.
Please, please be seated, all of you. I'll go and get some food.
We'll help. Come along, Susan.
We were trying to get to Cadiz.
But you don't know about that.
Know about what?
They had to evacuate the naval base.
Well, they did? How?
By submarine. I heard it on my radio. Some submarines that were submerged during the night of the meteorites, their entire crews were all right. I tried to contact them with my transmitter, but something went wrong. I can neither transmit nor receive.
Well, let's take a look at it. Maybe I can fix it.
Oh, are you familiar?
Yes. As the first mate, I have to at least have a working knowledge of it.
From the Gibraltar Rescue Center. Final survivor pickup will be on Saturday at Alicante. We repeat our warning. Vast bands of Triffids are roaming the area. Do not travel at night. Barricade all doors. We repeat our warning. Do not travel at night. Barricade all doors. Final survivor pickup will be on Saturday at Alicante.
That's tomorrow. We'll leave the first thing in the morning. Now, when I tell you, turn that switch, hmm? Okay, Susan, turn it on. Well, it works. All right, Susan, you can turn it off now. Baby born?
Yes, it's a boy.
How is he?
Fine.
And the mother?
She's weak, but I suppose that's to be expected.
Hey, that's Susan.
Look.
Susan, go turn on the switch. Current's weakening.
Susan, get back to the house.
Just don't have enough power. Come on. Keep the engine running.
Why do they keep coming back?
I don't know, Susan. And there must be some reason.
Maybe they can hear us.
Hmm? Hey, maybe that's it. Maybe it's sound that attracts them. That generator. Come on, Susan. You're right. It's sound that attracts them. But if sound leads them to us, it can lead them away, too.
Like the Pied Piper of Hamelin.
Yeah. Yeah, like the Pied Piper. Susan, you've hit it. Come on. Now, when it's gone, open up the gates and take off. But until then, no noise at all. All right? Now, come on.
What about you?
I'll see you in Alicante. Windows up, hmm?
Time to get aboard, miss. We're sailing.
The submarine will depart in 5 minutes. Our life rafts will continue to search for survivors.
is the Gibraltar Rescue Center for the Mediterranean area. Our pickup at Alicante has been made on schedule. This is the final rescue operation for the present. Stay tuned to this wavelength for further bulletins. Repeat. Stay tuned to this wavelength for further bulletins.
How far is Gibraltar?
Too far to swim. Let's get back to work. Get away from that window. Stop staring at them. I'm sorry, Karen. I'm sorry. 2/3 of the earth is covered with it. You hunt and you search, and all the while the answer's right in front of you.
A simple method had been found to destroy the Triffids. Seawater, from which life on Earth had sprung, became the means of preserving life on Earth. Mankind survived, and once again had reason to give thanks.